Welcome to this first episode of Ready Steady Read. My name's Andy Smith and welcome to this first episode of Ready Steady Read. So what's it all about? Well, these episodes are designed to give you more information about magic books, the kind of books that you see on the shelf behind me here, some of my favourite magic books, some of my favourite authors, and some of my favourite effects from those magic books. Today's episode is all about one of my favourite all-time magic books by Larry Jennings, Jennings 67. Jennings 67 is the first in a trilogy of books by Richard Kaufman. The next one to come out will be Mr. Jennings Takes It Easy, which I believe Richard Kaufman is currently working on, and then Mr. Jennings Takes It Tough, although there's no ETA for that just yet. Jennings 67 is a book all about card magic, and it truly has something for everyone, from beginner through to intermediate to more advanced. So right from the very beginning of this magic book, you can see the quality of material that is included within its pages, something that is indicative of all of Larry Jennings' previously published works. The material contained within Jennings 67 truly is very, very good. Right at the very beginning, we are treated to a couple of self-working effects, and then as we progress through the books, some classic Larry Jennings effects have been given a slight revamp. Effects such as Monarch's Quartet that originally appeared in Ultimate Secrets of Card Magic, the Red Black Flyer, and also Larry's handling of the Prince's card trick. There's a section called Tools within the book, which includes work on the pass, the double lift, some palming techniques, and also Jennings' handling from the immediate bottom placement, also known as Marlowe's convincing control. We have variations on Triumph, some self-working magic. There's a section on the invisible palm aces, which is a whole dissertation on an evolution of a neoclassic trick. We also have a section regarding the ace assembly, and finally, towards the end of the book, a section on the classic Twisting the Aces plot. Richard Kaufman does an amazing job of describing each of the effects and sleights within the book. Earl Oak's illustrations further cement those and make you feel like Larry Jennings is in the room actually teaching you them live. Larry Jennings spent many of his last hours working intently on these books that he knew would leave a lasting legacy in the world of magic that he loved. So guys, in closing, if you can get hold of a copy of Jennings 67, I strongly advise that you do. You will not be disappointed. As a final note, I'm going to leave you with a short performance of the transmutated deck, and I will see you next time on Ready Steady Read. So I've discovered something recently that only happens to some magicians. Normally, if you have a card selected, you would do it either face down, or you could do it face up. But we're going to have a card selected a little bit like this. So whenever you want, you just shout out stop. Stop. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to use this card just here. Let's just push that forward. In fact, we need a couple of other cards selected, so same again, just shout out stop, and you really can do this wherever you want. Stop. Perfect. Okay, we'll use this card just here. So that's the second card. One last card, so we'll do three, and I can show you what I mean. So just shout out stop wherever you want. Stop. Perfect. Okay, so we have three cards that have been selected from three different places within the pack. Let's have a look. We have the 4 of diamonds, the 2 of spades, and the 7 of diamonds. Okay, so 4, 2, and 7, which in actual fact can go back in different places. So this one can go just here, this one just here, and this one just here, back in the pack. Now I said that I discovered something that only applies to some magicians. When I'm out performing, sometimes my hands get a little bit sweaty, and actually we can use this to our advantage. All you have to do is just take your hand and just wait just a little bit like this. If you give it a little, yeah, there we go. After time, the cards act a little bit like a litmus paper. That means they absorb the sort of sweat from my hands. And what that does is that only affects some cards, because obviously we had cards chosen. And in this instance, the cards that it affects remain red, or it doesn't affect it, they remain red. In this instance, we have one card which was the 4 of diamonds. We have another card here which was the 2 of spades. And over here we have the 7 of diamonds. That's the 7, the 2 and the 4. And that is Larry Jennings' transmutated deck from Jennings 67.